Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be looking at how you copy data from Microsoft Access into Microsoft Excel. Before I do that, I'm going to remind you to subscribe if you have not subscribed, like, share, comment, and watch the ads. So there are several applications that you can copy data from and put it in Excel. I'm going to be showing you how to do so from Access, Microsoft Access, to Microsoft Excel. So I have a database open. It's called School Database 1. And in my database, I have two tables and some queries. If you look to the left hand side, you will see a table called Copy of Students Table and a table called Students Table. And several queries are below it. So I want Student Table to be in my Excel document. So I'm going to be clicking on Students Table. And if you look to your right hand side, you will see the content of Students Table. Oh, let me double click on it. I did not double click on it. So you have to double click on it and open it. So it's now open. So I had copy of Students Table open before. Now I open Students Table. So once your table is open and you're seeing it displayed on your right hand side, you know you have your table, and now you can go through the procedure to copy the data from this table into Microsoft Excel. And you could copy and paste it, but if you copy and paste it, the document won't look like how it is looking now, and you want it to look just like that, where you won't have to be editing the table, especially if you do not have time to be editing a table. So the next thing to do is to open Microsoft Excel and then open a blank workbook. Now, to get your Microsoft Access information into Excel, you will have to click on the Data tab in Microsoft Excel. Under Data tab, you will look to your left hand side and look for Get External Data, which is right where my mouse pointer is pointing. You would then click on the drop down arrow and then select From Access, because that is where you're taking your information from. So let me just pause and let you know, or show you rather, what other things you can take data from to put into Excel. So you can take data from web, from a text file, from other sources. And if you look on the list, you will see the other sources that you can take data from to import it into Microsoft Excel. Also, you can take it from existing connections. All right. Now we want it from Microsoft Excel, so we are going to be clicking on, we want it from Microsoft Access, so we're going to be clicking on Microsoft Access. Once you have done that, you will look for the file that you want to take your data from, right? And remember, I told you that my database is called School Base 1. So this is my database that I'm taking my table from. So I'm going to double click on it, or I can just click on it once and then click on Open. And you will see the information that is within the Access database that you're taking your information from. Once it opens up, you will just click on OK, and then, well, I have a password thing on my thing, and that's why I think this is coming up. But just click on OK, and then now you will see a list of tables that are in there, I'm going to be selecting the table that I want in my Microsoft Excel from my list. So my table is down the bottom, I think. Yes. So I will scroll, or you will have to scroll until you have found your table that you want to copy. Now remember, the table I said I wanted is called students table. So I'm going to click on students table, and then select OK. Yes, it says select how you want to view this data in your workbook. You want it as a table, so you're going to let that option remain and then select OK. Where do you want to put your data? In an existing worksheet. So yes, those options you will let remain and then select OK. So there you go, guys. You have your students table that was taken from Access into your Microsoft Excel document. Look at it. There's nothing different from what you looked at earlier. So you have no form of editing or whatsoever to do. Everything is good to go. So guys, if you have the later version of Office, Microsoft Office, you can also take tables, etc. from a PDF file into Microsoft Access. But because I am using an older version of Microsoft Office, I don't have that option. If you remember, or if you can recall, when I listed the things that you can take data from into Excel, you would have noticed that PDF was not one of them, and that's because I have an older version of Microsoft Office. If you have like Office 365, etc., you know, the newer version of Office, you would be able to take data from a PDF file into Excel as well. So guys, this is where I end today's lesson. I'm going to remind you guys to subscribe, like, share, comment, because of course I want to hear from you, and remember to watch the ads. Bye guys.